Alright, welcome back to more Randomizer Classic. And only a few more levels to clean out, thanks to the original group of 40. And I don't think I'm going to be able to do this in one part, because I think I'm looking at my list chart of levels I've done. I think I still have like 7 levels left. That's gonna be kind of hard to get rid of 7 levels in one part, especially when you're trying to explore every square on the map. Trying to figure out which side I should start on. Not too much more to explore in the first overworld, so I guess I'll just map that out first. Okay, I'm probably gonna divide this in like 2 groups, 2 separate parts, because at least 2 or 3 of these levels probably take like 8 to 10 minutes just to get through it, just because the map is large enough to make it take a while to get through. Alright, let's see what we're gonna start with. Because most of these levels are kind of clumped next to each other, so I guess we'll take on 3-4 first. Yeah, 3-4. I haven't even... think I would have done this a long time ago. Now, this is one of those levels that you'll find a few of the stairways that don't go back and forth. Again, like A to B, B to A. It's like a lot of these can be like one-way stairways. Another Gleeok. Yeah, you're getting sick and tired of fighting these. It's not even the boss, that's just like a little sub-boss. Also, this is one of those levels where, if you compare the classic and modern versions, they're actually a little, not so much the map design's different, but the stair paths are a little different. Most levels are actually the same, from version to version, but this is one of those ones that's actually just a little bit different, like which stair leads where. Mainly due to the boss door edition in the modern version. Because in the original NES Zelda had no boss doors. That's a random clue, but that's for 3-5. Already found that place. Flippers! Alright. Well, don't have to worry about drowning anymore. Now again, when it's random, some of these items you can find early. Like let's say 1-1, for example. What types of things have I actually found in 1-1? Let's see. I found a ring, sword upgrade, mirror shield. I've actually gotten that in 1-1 before. Flippers. Pretty much potentially game-breaking items in like the first level. And it's all part of the random game. You never know what you're gonna get. That's why no two runs are ever the same of this, of randomizer, unless you're doing the non-randomized version. Then it's just like a standard quest where items are in specific locations. But if you randomize it, then everything's just every which way. Don't even need arrows because, got a solid 2 hits will take out a Pulse Voice, and if I critical it to 1 hit. I don't really have any other weapons to demonstrate. Mostly they're pretty standard weapons. Out of that, I haven't really upgraded them yet. I still have a plain hookshot, plain cane of Burna. A lot of upgrades I'm still missing. But at least those are not like, super important items. Now, if you take this pathway, it's gonna look like it's a dead end. It just leads you to another corner of the map. Now, here's one of these tricks that it's not a two-way path; it's a one-way path. Because if you go back down these stairs, you find an item in here, and all right, red whispering. Very nice. But yeah, you see, instead of going back to where you came from, that other passageway, this is actually where the item is. Red whispering, very nice, because all bubbles turn into blue bubbles now. And just more arrows. Well, might as well hit on the 4-5, right next to 3-4. Actually, still missing a number of heart containers, actually. You have to get all your expansions before going into level 9. I don't think there's anything in that room. Just Gibdo. I think there's a walk-through wall you can go up. Just kind of connects to the room to the right here. Yeah, that's kind of a somewhat vague clue. I mean, honestly, if you have the Lens of Truth, that pretty much will tell you exactly where you need to go. If you can find that early. And this is a weird room because there's nothing in this room. I just don't think there is. Just a couple blue bubbles. even though they put blue bubbles in other rooms. Although, not that I care about these red bubbles, because they're basically all blue bubbles. You see how many Gleeoks you battle? Especially around this point, you probably fight tons of Gleeoks. One a level, sometimes two a level. So you want to explore the outer bit of this place, because you can find a lot of your items on this corner, or the upper bit of the level. Yeah, so the spin attack, if you get that early, it's actually kind of helpful for, you know, detecting the cracked walls. And more arrows. I think that's the last arrow expansion there. But yeah, the spin attack's kind of handy for detecting cracked walls, so you don't have to be wasting bombs everywhere. Now for walk through walls, that's you just have to push on the wall, see if you go through it. And another magic jar. Seriously, I'm still missing a lot of heart containers. Well, maybe not a lot, it's like 2 or 3 or something. It's not like I'm missing like 8 or something like that. It'd be bizarre, I'd be like half the levels I'm seeing like 3 or 4 heart containers in them. And a good thing if you can either swim or use a feather, you can shortcut all the way back to the start. Otherwise, you gotta go all the way around the stairs. It takes a lot longer than, you know, you're just jumping across the water there. Pretty much just cleaning out the whole place. And interesting note, you could actually just get to this room right off the bat, because this is where the boss is. And yes, it's another Gleeok. You must be getting, seriously, you must be getting sick and tired of these guys by now. And okay, there's the upgraded Cane of Burna. This is actually pretty nice if you could get it early. It's actually a pretty nice item. Now, because this is I believe it's magical sword strength, and if you happen to get this early, you can pretty much just run over enemies. You know, since a lot of the early levels have like Goliaths on them, just run them all over. So it makes for a pretty nice, like, battering ram to use against enemies. Actually works really well against Manhandla, since, you know, one hit will take out one of the pedals. Okay, well, I got some time. Let's pick some levels to wipe out here. done 1/6 yet, or neither 2/6. Yeah, I know I'm wasting keys there, but I have plenty of backup keys to use. Yeah, this level shouldn't take too long to bust through. Especially I have a number of items that kind of make this level a joke now. I'm pretty much getting free passes through these rooms. Look at this. Again, I didn't even really read half these clues in the old days. Half of them didn't even make any sense to begin with. There's the last magic jar. And there are only 8 magic jars in the classic version. So in terms of expansions, I think I'm just missing a bomb and at least a couple heart containers. Just grab me that extra money. Look at this, it's like the whole room is just plopping in like, what, one hit? Couple hits at the most? Assuming I don't reflect anything. And the nice thing is that those bubbles don't affect me anymore, because remember, they're all blue bubbles now. Heart container and a red magic ring, okay. So that's about every, what, 8 seconds I get a quarter jar of magic back. Not that I'm really gonna need that, but, I mean, what's left to pick up at this point? Alright, time to clean up this level really quick. Glitchy with the ladder. Look at that. It kind of glitches into the lower wall there. It's kind of weird. Oh, there's the phone. Just gonna let that keep ringing. Most of my calls end up on the cell phone. not the actual phone that you're hearing right now, so I'm just going to ignore that. Actually, a lot of times it ends up being like, not so much prank calls, but it's just like, you know, whoever, it's like a wrong number, basically. So I don't really bother with it. Unfortunately, this microphone I think is pretty sensitive, so it probably picked up that phone pretty easily. And we got here another heart container. So it depends how many more levels I have to clear. I think there's, I think I've already cleared 3 levels, I think. So, I think there's a couple more heart containers left to pick up. Now, I don't know if this room was supposed to look like this. I thought there were 3 rows of tiles here. But, I don't know, I haven't played the NES version in a while, so I don't know what the original room was supposed to look like. Because I think the modern version has 3 columns of tiles. Now, you could just take the normal stairs to go to the upper area, but, you know, just gonna save a little bit of time just by jumping. Too lazy to take the stairs. I gotta wonder if there are any more Gleeoks left. I think there are more Gleeoks to fight. It's like, how many have I, like, every level has a Gleeok or something in this last group I've gone through. I'm just gonna beat the Manhandle up because just because I can. You don't have to, but... And get the red amulet, which in the classic version is completely useless. I don't think I know what it does. In the modern version, however, it does serve a purpose, and actually a pretty useful one. Okay, so clean out a few more levels. The last, I think, 3 levels are actually kind of on the long side, so I'll put them in a whole different part. And that should finish up the 40 levels, and then we'll start going to the level 9s. Alright, see you guys later.